In this video, let's see how to debug DataRaptor Extract or Turbo Extract. These are some approaches that we can follow for debugging. Like, whenever we are not able to see any data written by DataRaptor, always start debugging with the Preview tab. In the Preview tab, you can see whether socle is present or not. If socle is not present, it means there is an issue with the selected object. If it is a DataRaptor Turbo, there will be one object. If it is a DataRaptor Extract, you may find there are multiple objects, or the filter condition what we have used in the Extract tab. We need to check these two things thoroughly. Maximum time we may observe issues in the filter itself. Whatever the filter we use, that filter is not getting executed properly, hence socle is not formed. If in case socle is formed and you are still not able to see any data, it means what? Data is not present in the org, or some other issues are also possible. Most probably it's a data issue. If you want, in case if you want to try for some other input, you can copy the same socle and execute the query in the query editor and try to check whether data is getting or not. At the same time, you can also see the error section on the same page if any error message is shown there. Let me show you some examples to understand these steps. For example, here we have one turbo extract. We are doing here contact record is selected. We're trying to fetch some information of the contact record like account ID, email name, owner.username. We have used here one filter. Account.name is acc nameware and we are trying to execute it. So I'm going to the preview section, execute. No data is written. It means what? Data is not present. Does this meaning? No. If data is not present, then socle should be present here, and socle, if it gets executed, number of written records are 0. Then we can say data is not present. Here socle itself is not formed. As I mentioned, if socle is not formed, then issue in the selected object or in the filter. As no socle here, go to the extract tab, selected object contact. For this contact object, yeah, we do have contact object in this org. It's a standard object. And if I check here, this contact is having some records as well. Then check the filter condition. Account.name equals to acc nameware. What is this acc nameware is? We know this is a field name, account.name, but this should be a variable. If this is the variable, then from where this variable is getting value? Check the preview section. In the preview section, we are not passing any value to this variable, and hence data is not getting passed. I mean to say test data is not getting passed and filter is not getting executed properly. So this may be the reason that we are not able to see socle here. So we need to try these approaches. So I'm adding here one of the account name. Let's execute. Yes, we are able to see some data here. Now, if you see, I'm able to see this socle, and this socle is returning some records, 6 record. So this is working fine. In case what happened, sometime this is not best practice, but sometime we used to hardcode some account values. So what we want here, I'm not using any variable name. I'm directly hardcoding the account name here. Account.name is ACME. Now let's try to execute. It's not showing any record. Even though it's not best practice, but as we hard coded for testing purpose, it must show some records here. If we check the debug log, no socle form. If we check the error section, there is one message, no valid data is written. Check the mappings have valid field names. Now mapping is having valid field names because for the previous case it was showing the values. And as I mentioned in the debug log, no socle is formed. So we need to check the object selected and the filter. Selected object is okay. Filter account.name is ACME. As we are hard coding this, so is this a right syntax if we hard code something? No. If we don't give any quotes here, this is taken as a variable. If we are hard coding the value, it should be in the single quote. So let's try. After giving single quote, it's running or not. So account dot name is in single quote ACME. In the preview section, execute. Yes, we are able to see some values here. If you check this query, in this socle account dot name is ACME. So whatever we have given, that's in single quote and it's getting executed. Number of records are 6. This way you need to debug it. First of all, check the preview, check the debug log, parallelly check the errors. Socle is formed or not. If socle is not formed, go to the extract tab, check the selected object. Most probably you will find issues in the filter condition. Now this is the DataRaptor I am using for demonstrating purpose, but in real time you may observe here multiple filter conditions. So you need to check these filter conditions one by one. In those cases, what you can do? You can remove the extra filter conditions. You can check one filter condition at a time. If this is working, then you go and add another filter condition. Likewise, you can debug it step by step. Let me show you one more example. This is for DataRaptor Extract. The same purpose, contact. We are fetching some contact details for the given account name. In the output tab, there are some mappings. In the preview, let's execute. Now here we are not able to see any record. So check the debug log. Socle is present here. Yes, it's present and no errors. But if you observe here, Socle is not returning any record. It means record is not present in the contact object. But if I see here, records are present. But if you run this query, copy this Socle, go here. And let's check. No data exported. It means what? Issue is in our socle. But if I remove the filter for a moment, I'm able to see. It means issue is in our filter condition. If I go back and check the filter condition, account dot name is ACC name where. Same ACC name where I'm using here. Yeah, value is ACNE. Then test for another account. For example, if you want, just remove this. You can test for another account like Edge Communications or any other account, you can test it. Now, if we test for another account, then you will observe that records are present because we are able to see here contacts are there. That's but obvious. Now, what is wrong here? There are two approaches, or I can say there are two points to mention here. What's the wrong? Either this account name is not present here. That's a valid reason. Otherwise, there is a typo. Do you mean to say ACME? Instead of that, we type ACNE. Hence, we are not able to see any data. Here to showcase this example, intentionally I did these mistakes that this is also the possibility to be happen in the real-time project. Now, if we execute, we are able to see some records here. So that is one of the way. Now, if you observe this output records, I can say contact is giving phone and email. If you scroll down, contacts is giving name. Are we really looking for this? It should be like this in the same record, contact name, phone, email. Why the two tabs are getting formed? Two nodes are getting formed. Go to the output mapping. This is the contact and this is the contacts. So in the output mapping, if you observe this, extract JSON path is fine, but in the output JSON path, contact colon email, contacts colon name, and here also contact colon phone. So here is a mistake. The two mapping are with contact node, one mapping is with the contacts node. So you can remove the ES here, select it, preview, then you can observe this. Now you have only one node contact. Likewise, you can do it. Sometime what happen? If I say this is my variable name, okay, and I give some other variable name like account name where, okay, and as I mentioned, if I giving the variable name here and I need to use the same variable name here, so what I'm doing, account name where, execute, no data, no socle is formed. As no socle is formed, go to the extract tab, selected object, correct, check the filter condition. Issue is in the filter condition. Most probably this is the only reason. There might be some other reasons as well, but most probably we need to check the filter condition. Now if you observe this, account dot name is account name where, here also account name where. If you want to check any typo, copy this, come to the extract tab, Control F, Control V, search it. There is no typo because we are able to search here in the preview and extract. So what's wrong? As socle is not getting formed, so we need to check the filter condition. Now most probably in most of the cases what happen, even we are able to search here, but sometime there is a small and capital letters issue is there. If you observe here closely, account name where and the preview what we have used account name where. This V is also capital in the input section, but in the extract path V is small letter. So either you can make V capital here or you can make V small here. Execute. Yes, we are able to see this. Even though this is a very minor issue, small and capital letter, but in real time to debug these issues also take a good amount of time. So take care of these points. Now if I go back to the slide, as I mentioned, you can follow these steps at the beginning level for debugging. Now these are some examples. Already I took example of the DataRaptors which I have explained in last videos, video 4 to 10. Those examples I have taken. In that I told you there should not be hard coding. First of all, you should not do any hard coding values. For testing purpose, if you are given, then if we miss the code, if no codes for hard coded values, we will get the error. If your variable name is incorrect, it may be misspelled or there may be issue of small or capital. Just in this case, where is small and one side it's a capital. Sometimes lack of data in an org for extracted fields. Just now I have given the example of ACME. Account ACME is present, but account ACNE is not present. Either this is a mistake while we type, or we could have searched for the correct account as a ACNE, but record is not present for this account. Now let's see one more example. If I go back here, I have mentioned one more point here. Try to do practice for commonly used function. What I mean to say here, there are some functions those are getting used commonly in OmniStudio, like if, or I can say if you are in some project where we need to find age. Filter is a function which we need to use commonly along with the if, and to find the count of records we need to use list size. So likewise, there are few more functions. At this moment I am giving you example. So we need to have good practice on these functions. What happen? We should be aware how these functions work, their syntax, and how they receive the input parameters. Also, if we do have JSON having the multi-level hierarchy, for example, what I mean to say here, if there is a node and A node is having some JSON, the inside there is a B node, and B node is also having the JSON and having one field here C having some value. Let's understand this thing. If I want to pass C node to any of the function, then how I can pass it? I need to type A colon B colon C. This is the right way to fetch the value of C and to pass it to this function. Sometime what happen, we directly used to pass this C like this. Better way to understand this point, let me show you one example. Now what is happening in this DataRaptor extract? We are fetching some records of the account where name is, variable name is here, mapping is done, preview is here. If from previous mistakes if we learn, then check here ANV is capital, same variable name I am using here along with ANV is capital. Execute. Able to see the record. Socle is also there returning one record, hence we are able to see here there should not be errors. It's running fine. Now what I want to show here, in the formula section, this formula is disabled, so ignore it. The first formula, age ACC list, this is the output path. Created date, I'm taking this in the account age where in the output mapping, account age where is mapped correctly. Go to the preview, execute once again, account age where is 0. What we are doing, as I already mentioned in my previous two videos, what is the age function, what's the purpose, how it works. It's very simple. Age function take one input parameter as a date, and from that date to till it's going to calculate the number of years and return into the variable. So we should be able to see same number of years here, because account created date is 2020, current is 25, so there should be 5 here, but we are getting 0. So how to debug? In this case, software is getting run, we are getting the records, so it's fine. It means issue is in the formula. In that case, check carefully, ACC list is correct. ACC list having the field created date, and that's what we are getting here. Sometime we also change the output label name, so check account created date corresponding object field name. Let me show you in the output. Account created date, this is our output JSON path that we can give any name as per our requirement, but this account created date corresponding field name, that is ACC list colon account created date underscore underscore C. It means this field name should be present here, but in fact we have taken here different field name. We have mentioned here created a different field, we are mentioning here a different field, and that's the issue. We are getting this date for the account created date, it means for this field, and what we have mentioned in the formula, that's a different field, so you need to correct it. Now this is a correct, because same field we are using in the output. You can do like this, Control F Control V, and you can find it out. Now we corrected this age function. Let's go to preview, execute. Yes, now this time we are able to see 5. Created is 20 and number of years are 5. In another situation, for example, I'm removing this and I'm started typing ACC. What I want account list. Yes, I do have colon. Which field I mentioned? Yes, I'm taking the correct field now here. I could have copied here completely. That's fine. I'm removing this. Now I'm using the same function with same input, same formula result path. Mapping is done there. Let's preview. Initially I was getting the output like this, account age where is 5. Execute. It's giving error, formula expression is invalid, age is not function or operator. But if you remember, I have just used the same function. Again I'm getting the error. Function name is same, but if you observe here, in the previous function or the standard function of DataRaptor, expect here all capital, and what we have used here, A capital, others are small, and hence it's giving the error. Now I corrected it. If you do preview, it should give the correct value. Yes, we are getting it. Similarly, let's enable this list size as well. Let me show you. Account count, I think mapping is already there. Yes, mapping is there. It's mapped to ACC count. Let's preview it. It's giving us count 1. It's correct. Number of contacts are 1. So, sorry, number of account records are 1. So, count is 1. But is this right? Let me do some modification here. As we know, there is no account with the name ACNE. So, we should not be able to see any output, and ACC count should be a 0. Execute. We are right. If you observe here, see there is no account because number of records are 0. What is this error? That I will let you know what is this error. First of all, see number of records are 0, but still this ACC count is showing the 1, and that's wrong. List size is giving us number of records present in this ACC list. At this moment, number of records are 0, but still we are able to see 1. This is the problem, or I can say this is the way of working of list size function. What is the issue? List size function return 1 even though ACC list is empty. In this case, if this is the issue of list size, it returns 1 even though input contains 0 records, then we need to first of all check whether input is empty or input is blank or not. For that, we can use isBlank function. What does isBlank function does? IsBlank function will check whether ACC list is blank or not. If ACC list is blank, if yes, then return 0. Otherwise, if it is not blank, it means it contains some record. Then if it is not blank, then only return the list size of account. So first of all, checking whether it's blank or not. If it is blank, return 0. Otherwise, give the number of records in this ACC list, and that is given to the account contact. Now let's see preview. Account is invalid. It means number of account records should be 0. ACC count should be 0. Execute. It's 0. Now give the correct record ACME. It should give the 1 along with other information. Yes, it's giving the 1. This way you need to understand how list size works, and hence I was trying to explain this point. We need to have some practice for commonly used function. And the same I have mentioned here as well, misunderstanding about the syntax of function. Now I will show you some more examples to understand these 2 points. Now in this DataRaptor extract, what I am doing, I am fetching some opportunity records where account.name is given and is close not equals to false. If I have the proper output mapping and preview same variable name ANV capital, it's okay. We learn from the previous mistakes, it's corrected. Execute, no record. Why so? Now this issue is already resolved, so I'm coming to directly the point. What happened? We are using here filter. Filter condition says account.name should be this one and is close not equals to false, means opportunity should not be close. That's what my understanding by reading this. But if we read it carefully and try to understand the meaning of is close, what does it says? As per the data model or as per the significance of this field in the opportunity object, is close not equals to false. It means opportunity is close or not close. False means not equals to false. This can be converted like this. When I say not equals to false, it means equals to true. This misunderstanding happen mostly whenever we do have Boolean variables. Is close is true. What is the meaning of this? Opportunity is close. If I say like this, if opportunity is close, and for this ACME, we need to find the opportunities. If we preview it, we will find the same situation, no records, because there is no opportunity for this account where the opportunity is close is true. What we want, opportunity should be open, so is close should be false. Then I'm going to the preview, execute it. Again the same situation, so again check in the extract tab. Is close equals to false. It means if we check here, the same condition, is close is false, that is correct. Account name is ACC name where, check here, execute. We are not getting any data. Check the output mapping formula. If in this case, remember this is close is false, check one by one. Remove this filter for some time. Preview, execute. We are getting data. It means issue is in the second filter. Then again check in the object what is the purpose of is close, or in case if you want, copy this, open one of the opportunity and see the value of the is close parameter. So I'm typing here is close, then export. So what is close? It should be false or true, both. There are some records. So let's see why it's not working. So I'm adding here once again filter and is close equals to. What is the value? True or false? Both should work. So I'm typing here true, preview, execute. Still we are not getting any values here. It means issue is in this filter. Check whether do we need to give in the single quote. Let's preview it. Yes, we are able to see some values. Now these are the opportunities where each clause is true. It means opportunities are close. Okay, you can see here opportunities are close. If I give here false, will it work? Let's see in the preview. Yes, it's working. What you learned here? First of all, check filter by filter. If it's not working for without quote, then you need to try for with quote. It was not working without quote. Then let's try for the with quote. Likewise, we need to try and we need to learn these debugging techniques. Now we are able to see this because quotes are added. If I go back to slide, so this is what I need to explain. Sometimes misunderstanding on purpose of field or significance of field. Now in this case, I was not able to get at the first moment what's the purpose of each clause. Especially this happened with the Boolean type field. Now one more point, incorrect JSON path passed to function as an input. This is very rarely happen, but still let me show you. If I go to the previous example, for example, what happened? The JSON is created like this. Input. In this input, what happened? We do have some records like this. Okay, so ACC name where is ACME. If I execute this, previously it's working fine. If I execute, I'm not getting any record here. No socle is also formed. ACC name where is correct, extract path is correct, but what we are passing here, ACC name where, from where it's coming from here. Is this directly a node label? No, it's under the input. So we need to give this input colon ACC name where. So I'm going to modify here input colon ACC name where, and let's execute. Yes, we are able to see. It means we need to be careful if there are multi-level of input. For example, let me give here modify slightly. I can give here test and let's add one more level. In real-time project, you may have some proper level names like customer, then policy, then claim, then payment, as we have seen in last example of DataRaptor transform. Here, just for understanding, I am taking these levels. So what is the ACC name where? How you will take this input colon test colon ACC name where? So you need to add it here. Input colon test colon ACC name where. If you check this, then it should work. It's working. If by mistake, if you forget test, it's not working. So you need to be very careful whenever we have multi-level of input. And that's the point actually I was trying to explain you. Incorrect JSON path passed to function as the input. So these are high level of possibilities of errors in DataRaptor Extract. There may be another errors as well that I will explain. I will try to have one more video on the runtime errors. And these are some best practices. For this, I will create a separate videos. These are some sample interview questions that you can try to answer. Feel free to comment your answer. In next video, we will learn how to debug DataRaptor post or load. Thank you for watching.